I'm Phoenix Wright, and I am an indeterminate distance away from the end of this trial. But aren't we always?
I was gonna say, we're all at an indeterminate distance from the end of our lives, so...
Thanks! Well, my fitting dialogue.
And that's it. My time's up.
Sorry, Righto, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. We have to get going if we're gonna make it in time for the early bird special.
This senior
I'm so
citizen.
glad we kick off with this music.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Objection! But the cross-examination isn't finished yet.
Remember what I told you earlier? A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
Weapons?
Like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now.
What?
Sure.
That is not a right to be casually invoked.
The judge standing up for something.
There are certain risks to be considered.
Objection! So you're going to just run away after all this?
That's the objection. You're gonna be a fucking coward? Run away? Don't make me laugh, Worthy.
That didn't even sound like me.
I stabbed old Goodman. That's what you're saying, right?
Taken out of context? Alright, let's go.
We got him.
That's a confession.
But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now.
Well,
You think I had the law to dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with.
I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gant is the current chief of police.
I know this.
This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof.
Tolerate accusations against anyone without concrete proof.
Well, Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Ms. Skye dispose of his body?
This is a lot, Your Honor. Do I have any concrete proof?
Do we? It has been a while.
Yeah, I feel like this is not a good one to have a week later.
Like, we probably need Lana's confession is what I feel like, but, I mean, we could look at our evidence.
Yeah.
Let's open our jam-packed court record. I'm gonna go straight to the back of it because it's
Filling his
usually...
pockets out.
Yeah.
Have we used this handprint yet?
This one?
Yeah.
No.
But I don't really know what that would... You know, like... I'm not really sure how that would help us. So it would... I don't know, show that... Maybe show that he was holding on to evidence for, like, a longer period of time?
I feel like we don't have concrete proof. I think that...
Yeah.
I think the fact that it says I have no proof yet
Yeah,
is a good sign.
it's true.
I feel like we don't have concrete proof.
I'm down to try that.
It's no use showing evidence I'm not even sure of myself.
And yet...
No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence.
See, Udgy?
In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief.
What?
Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, Righto.
We may have done goof.
Seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Udgy, I'll leave the rest to you.
I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to the senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency.
And the whole nation.
Sorry, a senior officer.
Okay.
My bad.
Yes, the whole nation is tuned into this case.
Chief Gant is the most senior officer.
He is the oldest.
He's
Wah!
the oldest.
Objection! Stop fucking
thank
screaming.
God.
Lady Luck, Maybe we should have a word with her.
Mr. Edgeworth? What do you
Mr.
mean?
Edgeworth is high.
There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony. A lady who knows the truth. Another witness. In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony. But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse to testify. I say, arguing against myself. There's still someone else. One more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person?
Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? Oh my god. Just fucking say it. The defense is the one calling witnesses today.
Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist?
I'm trying to help Phoenix, but it's not working out because he's too dumb.
Edgeworth is just across the courtroom like, you know, the witness whom you could call. And Phoenix is like, who could this be? She may not be willing to tell the truth. But we can't just stop now.
It's Mia.
Yes, Your Honor. The defense calls forth Mia Fey.
I'm gonna guess it's Lana.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Bruce Goodman.
What we need.
guess.
I mean,
Or
it's either
Maya.
Lana or Emma. Did Emma testify?
Yes.
Yes, Emma testified.
Yeah.
Take that!
The defendant, Ms. Lana Sky?
She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task? To dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's orders.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, they were my orders. The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor.
Very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day.
Jesus Christ.
God.
In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now in
Hold on.
Huh? Chief Gent, I thought you were going to eat.
And why did you sound like that?
God. Listen good, Lana.
Oh
God.
no.
He's talking to Lana, perhaps
This
given
isn't
away by the
suspicious
fact that
at
he
all.
said Lana at the end of his sentence.
God. I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences.
Okay, he's just openly threatening a witness in court.
He's openly threatening a witness in court.
That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder.
Ah! This isn't good.
Of course, you'd never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. Alright, then. I got a lunch date to meet.
Okay. I mean, okay. If there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess.
Yay, time to go play on the swings.
Not if I get there first.
Not if Edgeworth's angst gets there first. How is it only 2 p.m.?
Edgeworth's
We've been in
angst will
court
always
for
get there first.
We've been in court for like 8 hours.
Days.
Looks like we managed to stay in the game.
We?
Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth.
There's a we?
There's Oh, time to talk to myself again, 3 ways. That chief, he's something else, eh, pals? Detective Gumshoe. Ha ha ha! I'm not a detective anymore.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
I forgot about that.
Me too.
Mm.
Ah, don't worry. I've already decided where to work now. At your office!
What?
My office? Sure. I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with.
Oh!
I kind of love
that is
that
very
description
cute.
of her. That's really cute.
Yeah.
You would do a good job as a Maya stand-in.
Could he mean Maya? I mean, I definitely believe that Gumshoe would also eat everything at the crime scene.
I just healed so much from seeing an image of Maya.
Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How is it he always gets the upper hand? It's not fair. He has the right to refuse to testify. Settle down, Wright. Remember what the judge said.
But Chief, that is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
Risks. What did he mean by that? It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true.
I'm gonna guess Lana.
Feel like it might be Emma.
Oh, okay, I can... You mean he forfeits his right to say anything, too?
I'm just guessing because there's an exclamation point.
Makes sense. Lana doesn't tend to use a lot of
Hey,
exclamations.
I
Yeah,
did it.
okay, good call.
Emma, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, last we saw her, she passed out in court.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. Of the courthouse? I've been listening to the trial from the gallery.
So she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before.
No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved.
Relieved?
Yeah. Now I finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man.
To think that all this time I was a murderer.
And she did it all just to protect me.
Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her. I am not projecting. What do you mean? What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside. To force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do. I am not projecting. That must be why she became so cold. He is not projecting.
It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall.
Oh.
Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal.
That's right. Not exactly
Society
sure what to do
murdered
in
him.
this particular case.
Society killed that man.
Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor.
I see. Well, we'd better get back. It's time for the final act. Emma, why don't you wait
No, I'm going with you. I want to be there when Lana tells the truth.
Aw. Let's go, right? It's time to end this.
I
Aw.
feel like Edgeworth could really bond.
Who?
Emma and Edgeworth. Accidental killers.
I need Edgeworth to become friends with all of Phoenix's accidentally adopted little sisters.
Yeah.
This is true. Alright, the final act.
Damn.
Do-do-do-do.
It's the final
I'm sorry.
courtroom.
All I think of is Inuyasha's final season. I can't get over it. Sarah Beth, you understand me.
What? Oh,
I
yeah,
sure
the
don't.
final
Let's
act.
move on.
I was wearing my Inuyasha crop top yesterday.
Wow, let's all talk about Inuyasha right now.
Now then, since we finished the conversation about Inuyasha,
Objection!
will the
I'm not done
defendant
yet.
mom- Shut up.
I have a
The
lot of
defendant-
thoughts about Inuyasha and Kagume's romances. Portrayal of Kagome as a teenage girl,
I know nothing about Inuyasha.
and how highly sexualized she was.
Oof.
Really sexualized, and also Kikyo is just very
I
strange.
was making a joke about continuing the conversation. I didn't mean it.
Well, I'm not joking.
Order! Will the defendant, Ms. Lana Sky, please take the stand? I can't actually yell, so please shut up.
Ms. Lana Sky, you are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you. Your name and occupation.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything.
Everything.
You know all that I've done these past 2 years.
I mean, that's chill that your relationship with Edgeworth is so close, but you have to tell the court now, and they don't know.
Please provide the court with your testimony, Ms. Sky. And remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth.
No perjury, please.
Don't mind me laughing in the middle of that.
Of course, the truth.
I have never done anything other than a straight delivery on a lie.
And same in this courtroom, no one has ever lied.
Yep.
Yeah. Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister.
True.
I mean, that's kind of how that works.
That's kind of how that works.
Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant.
Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gant. It's the same, telepathy that he used when he talked to Larry and was like, lie like a dog.
Yeah. God, that was so long ago.
It's true. Dramatic.
Oh God, Larry.
I worked along Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory.
Oh boy.
I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. That had nothing to do with Emma.
Lana, what did I just say about lying?
Are you sure about this testimony?
Are you sure about that?
Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure.
But Lana, if this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this.
Indeed. That's what I've been telling you from the beginning.
Please, Mr. Wright, you've got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me.
But what if she's telling the truth?
Since when has anyone ever told the truth on this stand, Phoenix?
That is a good point.
She's not. I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside.
So the last 2 years?
Yeah.
Deep down, she's really screaming in agony.
Okay. Yeah, this is no time to start second-guessing myself. But that was kind of a weird analogy, though.
The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Well,
It's everyone's favorite time.
Press
Press o'clock.
press.
Hold
Q.
it! How many years exactly?
Ever since I made senior detective. Let's see. I was 24 then, so that would be 5 years.
She's 29, she's 31, and Emma's 16?
I guess so.
Emma may have been a surprise. Detective Gant and Detective Sky were legendary partners.
Are you testifying, Your Honor?
I personally saw them testify in numerous cases.
She must have been good coming from the same school as Mia.
Aw. Damon Gant was a respectable detective. That's why.
Hold it! But think about it, Ms. Sky. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail.
You still don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip. So we're openly admitting that I am being blackmailed. I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife.
Once he was dead.
And
Hold it! Did you do so to help your sister?
Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life.
But what she did was justifiable self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged with anything.
That's not the point. She was traumatized that day, all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him.
Lana. So that's why you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago?
Hold it! You say you did this all by yourself?
Yes.
Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene?
It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body.
What? But Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident.
That's only a situation you dreamed was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement.
It was I who killed him.
You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark?
Something like that.
That is not a specific enough answer for court. If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife.
Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle.
That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies.
That's generally how it works.
All just to protect me.
How did you read my mind again?
So when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to.
Yes. I broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, then moved the body.
Hold it! You planted the tip of Dark's knife in the victim's wound?
And then moved the body?
But why? Why would you do that?
You of all people should know, Edgeworth.
I like when people drop the mister when talking to Edgeworth in court just to, like, roast him. It's very important.